guys, go to hardafseltzer.com. Get some 8% seltzer shipped right to your house. We got the peach, we got the watermelon, we got the pina colada, and the blue raspberry. We are currently live in over 300 stores in Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, and the Outer Banks in North Carolina. And if you're heading out to the Major League ballparks this summer, make sure to check us out in the Miami Marlins Stadium, as well as Tropicana Field, home to the Tampa Bay Rays, as well as the Tampa Bay Rowdies. We are live inside all three stadiums. So if you're down in Florida this year, check us out. Go to hardafseltzer.com today and check your store locator or order them right to your house.
Welcome to Drinking Bros, presented by GhostBed.com.
Yeah, welcome to Drinkin' Bros, kids. It's the old Sunday night episode, which is always wild. I've cracked my third Hard AF seltzer of the day. I'm ready to rock today, but I want to admit something to you, D'Anthony, to the audience at home, and anybody listening or watching worldwide. I listen to Creed. I listened to Creed today in an unironic way, and I enjoyed it. I played it intentionally, and I sang virtually the entire song.
What song?
It wasn't Arms Wide Open. What's the other one, dude? Bob, there's another one that was like number 2 on that list.
The one where his bitch-ass kid was just born?
Higher, yeah.
Can you
take me higher?
That's kind of like the first hit. With Arms Wide Open was about the kid, yeah.
Yeah, but it was higher. So what happened was I put something on Instagram, and it went back to the iTunes, and I guess it must have gotten hooked up in there. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to see what the next one is. And it was that. And I genuinely enjoyed that song, and I'm not ashamed of it anymore. I think Creed had some fucking hits, Bob. I really do.
This is the equivalent of someone coming to your Thanksgiving dinner, and you're like, hey, is there anything, because it's a nostalgic holiday for most people.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, is there something that you had at your childhood growing up that you want us to include in this? And they say canned cranberries. Everybody knows that it fucking sucks. And if you showed it to somebody that had never had it before, they would think it's absolute garbage. But only because you were shown it when you were younger do you think it's good now. It's a very common psychological phenomenon.
I can't tell. And there's something else that goes with this that happened. We were discussing the VMAs the other day on fake news and the ratings and stuff. At the VMAs, because we kind of flipped it on for a couple minutes and then flipped out of it, NSYNC had gotten back together. Now, obviously, Chris Kirkpatrick has been on the show. Great guy, very, very funny dude in real life and not only on camera but off camera. And he was there, and the whole band had reunited, and it was the first time in like 15 years or whatever. And I guess we got back together to do this song for the movie Trolls that Justin Timberlake's a part of. But watching Taylor Swift fan out over NSYNC, I was like, man, did anybody ever really like their music? Or is there a certain point in your life where it just switches and you're like, you know what, dude? I really did fucking like that.
I think a lot of NSYNC, so Backstreet Boys, I think people actually like the music. NSYNC, I think people like the concerts and the videos. Like their music videos were really good.
I think I'm the same. Yes.
Like if you're into that sort of thing, I guess. Well, everybody was kind of into pop music or alternative back then, and there were a lot like music videos used to be dope. Late '90s, actually early '90s through the late 2000s, before the 2010s started. There were a lot of good music videos. That's not even a thing anymore.
No, it is.
No, it is. It is a thing. It's back.
It's really not.
No.
It's not. I'm telling you. I watched them. I know what you're talking about, and it fucking sucks.
It depends on the artist.
Not just like there's some good ones out there. Polyphia does a really good ones. It's random bands here and there, but the volume, like any hit single back in the day, had a dope ass fucking video with it, especially hip hop stuff. Now, not so much.
Well, definitely don't have like. Remember Missy Elliott?
Yeah.
I don't even like Missy Elliott's music, but every Missy Elliott video was like more inventive than like any film that came out that year.
Oh, for sure.
Who was the director who did them all?
Benny Boom was the guy's name, and he did a ton of them.
And then Tool did really. They had a guy. Wait, it was what's his nuts from the fucking Thriller movies?
Michael Landis?
No, the guy here.
The guy in town?
Robert Rodriguez?
Yeah,
Rodriguez
did
yeah.
some. He directed, or not direct. Yeah, I think he directed some of Tool's videos.
Yeah, he did
videos. So there used to be it used to be an art form, and maybe it was because there was a natural outlet for it on MTV, and it also you can make money on it and you can promote your music at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like you can do that and keep all of the money because of social media and YouTube now. Why are people not producing big budget, massive fucking videos now? I don't understand.
So they are, but it's only the higher up artists who can afford it because the record label makes you pay for it. And initially, when all this started, artists didn't know that money for the music video was coming out of their paychecks and the royalties and shit like that. Now they're aware of it. So the people who do it, and there is some out there. Taylor Swift is obviously one of them. Ariana Grande. The bigger artists,
she's kind of tailed off.
Some pass on spending the money. So like Post Malone is a guy that could certainly afford it if he wanted to.
I don't know that it would help him, to be honest. Like I'm not sure. I can't picture a Post Malone music video that I would really care about.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But for pop music, certainly.
For
it
sure.
Helps.
You've had some I mean, they're not, I guess, like you said, as high production as like Missy Elliott back in the day. Or whatever.
And the volume of them isn't as high either. But there are some. Like Polyphia actually does. I think they spend $150 to $250 on each one of their videos. They do it like the people used to back in the day.
Right. I know, for example, like Beyonce, you know, she'll shoot out her music videos at once, but I know the budget of them, they were very, very small. The new one, they spent $2 million on, and to my knowledge, Bob, has not come out yet, and I believe it's Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion together, and that I think they did a track together, and that came in at like $2 million, and it's supposed to come out pretty soon.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of there's only been a couple of decent ones this year, like
the Barbie one they spent a lot of money on, but obviously that was, you know, to go along with the movie, so you kind of knew what you were getting there and double dipping off of that.
Anti-Hero, that's the one.
Oh yeah,
that's the one that that's the only one that I can think of that it's like a big music video from this year, and I think actually Cardi B did one, but I heard
you're right. I think you know what? It might have been Cardi B and Nicki Minaj actually. So yeah, that might be the $2 million.
But those are the only ones I can think of that are like big budget. You know what? I'll take that back. I bet the K-pop people are making them. We just don't see it.
We don't know it.
Right. Like you only see one if it pops internationally, and then you'll see it everywhere for fucking 6 months. But I haven't seen it.
Well, everybody knows K-pop was created by the government. It's a psyop. As the shy comes.
It's Latto and Cardi B.
Okay. Latto and Jungkook, speaking of K-pop, have it.
Put it on the floor again.
Can I tell you that Latto has one of the best blowjob lyrics I think I've ever heard?
Really?
I just caught it the other day with.
I mean, she's got a big ass platinum grill, so I'm not sure I want those chompers near my old fucking meat and tubage.
It's fair.
It seems dangerous.
But I liked what she said.
What she said?
Her euphemism for a blowjob.
Okay.
Let me swallow your pride.
I like that.
I did used to call my dick and balls my pride and joy.
He did forever.
Yeah.
So I like that a lot.
I thought it was clever. It wasn't anything mind-blowing, but I was like, that's a nice little turn of phrase, Latto, especially about a penis.
Sure. Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
Kim Petras or Petras, maybe, white girl that raps, has one with Nicki Minaj as well from this year. But I'm looking at like the top rated videos of the year, and it's a fucking short list.
But old school, dude, I mean, they used to drop fucking bangers, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And
like if you were not an indie band, but if you were newly signed to a label, you're getting a fucking $150,000 for your music video, and it's 2 full days of shooting. Like it's a serious thing.
Oh yeah.
Here's one of the latest K-pop music videos. It's called New Jeans by Super Shy, or maybe Super Shy by New Jeans. I don't know.
Sure. Is this a high production shit?
It's fairly high production.
We can't play this.
Oh, okay.
We can't play this, Bob.
Oh.
Bob, we're going to get dinged
Does
for
it count if it's Korean?
Maybe not.
Yeah, it's on
You
YouTube,
can play the
so.
video, though, on mute. Let's see this fucking thing. Let's see this weirdo, this weird chick, dude.
No, it's just like, it's always just like either 5 super hot chicks or 5 like Twinkie dudes.
Yeah.
Just like,
Well, that's not.
They all look like robots.
Those aren't Twinkie dudes. Those are just Koreans. Bob, you racist piece of shit. That's just what they look like.
hey man, I've seen some pretty buff dudes in the
No,
Korean army.
they've all gone white, though. I'm with Bob, where it's these nondescript humans where I think that's what they want the future to be, is they want us all to kind of be genderless and look like these K-pop stars.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. That's 80s hair metal looked exactly like this. It was fucking skinny, heroin addicted dudes wearing fucking girls' clothes
That's
and
true.
makeup. It's just, this is all cyclical.
November Rain, by the way, was still my favorite music video of all time. Like, I'm not going to go with your stock standard Thriller on this one.
I don't really remember, like somebody dies and there's rain.
Yeah, the wife dies.
I don't give a shit.
It's probably like a 12-minute video, and it's so funny because they dive through a wedding cake for no reason.
Who the fuck is David
She
Kushner?
blew her head off. David Kushner, any relation to Jared?
He's got a fucking music video on YouTube and it's got 103 million views in 5 months.
No idea.
So I guess Vivo is still the main one putting out all these music videos. I wonder if they're funding part of it as well and then taking some of the revenue.
I think so. A lot of it, too, is funding by, like, headphones or alcohol or something. So you'll see a lot of products in music videos now, and they've cut those deals to kind of offset the budget and everything. But
these videos look terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Run-of-the-mill shit.
There's one, Doja Cat made one called Paint the Town Red, and it's super high quality.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know if the song, I've never even heard the song, but you can tell from just watching the video that it's really high quality. And then Miley Cyrus has one called Flowers early this year, and that one was pretty high quality.
Yeah.
The rest of these, maybe this Harry Styles one probably is because he's rich already, but I don't know, man.
Harry Styles fucks, dude.
Like that one Selena Gomez and Rema put out. The music video is terrible,
Yeah.
but it's got 700 million fucking views.
It's based on the person.
Yeah.
It's based on the person. And if you can monetize it, because you get money off the music too. So that counts as a stream now on YouTube, and you get some cash.
Yeah, I think
from that.
YouTube music pays pretty well compared to the other streamers. So hopefully they're making money on this stuff. I do wish they would make better music videos, to be honest, like more of them. Like metal, heavy metal and alternative, they used to make all their hit singles would have like Tool and all these bands. Metallica, they would all have dope music videos, and they would usually bring in directors, like real people, to fucking make them. Now it's maybe there's just no money in it.
The bands just can't afford it, is what it is. But Bob, pull up Creed and Higher. How many views does that have? Because I want to say not enough.
I'm sorry, it was Adam Jones who did Tool's videos.
Okay.
They have 73 million views.
Wow, dude.
Posted 13 years ago.
That's not
That's
bad,
it?
Bob. That's not bad.
Wait, who's that?
Creed.
Because that song came out, 20-something years ago, probably? Yep. And so now, if they're just posting that years later, good for Creed, dude. 73 million views on there. I wish, Bob, we could just play that in full today.
Millennials have the internet, too. You know?
I know. It's weird, right? Because things keep popping up from the past, and then you're always shocked why, one video has a shit ton of views and something else doesn't. Even that fucker, num Gangnam, that guy, dude. Like, that's over 1 billion, maybe 5 billion. Check the number on Gangnam Style, but that was high quality as shit, that video.
Yeah, that one got over 1 billion.
Yeah.
But it was, they did that on purpose.
It was great.
To your point about, because he actually said it, the singer and the fucking his agent, they did an interview talking about it about 6 months after Gangnam Style came out. They were writing another one. They wanted to be the first band to get 2 billion view videos. But I don't think the second one made it.
What did get it?
4.8 bill.
Holy shit, dude!
It's Gangnam Style. Yeah. Check. What account is that on? Is it on theirs?
Official side.
On side, yeah. So check their other videos and see, and then click popular. Click videos, then click popular. And see.
I know he's got another song. I think I know what you're talking
So
about.
he's got 2 with a bill.
What's the other one?
Christ.
Gentlemen.
I think it was within a certain amount of time though, because Gangnam Style got 1 billion in the first 6 months.
Yeah, it was wild.
It was the fastest watched video of all time, I believe.
Yeah.
And then, you've got 827 million, 692 million, 472 million.
Psy is rich, dude. And that the P is silent in Psy.
Well, if
he's rich.
If he's not, then he's mismanaged his wealth.
No, because he did. I saw he did an interview, and they were talking about him being overweight, and he goes, "This is a wealth belly, bro. Like I'm that rich that I'm fat because I'm eating really well, and I love that. I like a nice wealth belly. That used to exist back in the day with like royalty and shit like that. It doesn't anymore. Now you're just a fat piece of shit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd all be praising Lizzo.
Well, so back in the day to get fat, you had to eat a lot of food. Now you just have to eat fucking ho-hos and drink fucking 14 sodas a day.
That's
It
true.
was work to get fat.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
Like now, you can just see, like just on pure volume, dude. Like you can go to Costco and they have like big plastic things of peanut butter M&Ms.
Yep.
That's like, I mean, the efficiency in calorie delivery.
It's endless over there. Those huge things of mayonnaise, those tubs of mayonnaise that you could put on everything with your bare hands if you wanted to.
I don't see why you wouldn't, to be honest. I mean, what's the point of, if you're going to have that much mayonnaise, why would you be, it's like a tube of toothpaste. Mm-hmm. For the first 3/4 of that tube, you're squeezing it out like you're fucking Richie Rich, you know what I mean? Like you're fucking Scrooge McDuck and you're about to swim in a pool of gold coins.
Yeah.
But that last quarter of the toothpaste, you turn into a ramen noodle eating poverty troll. Mm-hmm. So I think it would be the same for the mayonnaise.
I remember my first intro to that mayonnaise over there at Costco was my stepbrother had it. And they also used to have these huge cans of tuna that were like this big. I mean, they were fucking massive.
That's not even real tuna.
And I was like, what's the hopes and dreams behind this? And he goes, well, because of the price on both of these, like I could, obviously make tuna fish sandwiches and all that other shit. And I was like, yeah, but with that much tuna, do you realize how much tuna you'd have to eat to even get to the fucking end of that? And you'd have to eat it consecutively.
Yeah, I eat a lot, by the way.
You do? A lot of tuna?
Yeah, but I eat Forrest Griffin turned me onto this back in like 2017, but there's this company called Safe Catch, and every fish they catch is checked for mercury.
Really?
Yeah, every single fish. So it's canned tuna, but it's super high quality. It's in water, not in oil. So you just dump it in stuff. It's very good.
No shit. Where do they sell that at?
Everywhere.
Okay.
H-E-B.
I don't think I've ever looked.
Yeah, I mean it's like $4 a can, right? So it's kind of expensive, but it's better than mercury poisoning.
But if you have an entire can of tuna, that's almost a meal, I feel like.
No, it's like
a lunch?
Hold on.
Or do you eat it as a snack? Is that what you're doing? Are you snacking on it?
No, I usually eat 2 cans and 2 cups of white rice.
Okay.
Together.
And that's a meal, right?
Yeah, I mean more or less. The cans are 100 calories each. So it's like 200 calories, and then I think the rice is another, maybe a total of 150. So it's like, it's not that much.
All right.
But it's pretty filling.
You know what else is filling? Is Corey Lewandowski. Yes! Nailed it, dude. A lot of people were tapping this guy to be possibly the VP candidate of Trump here. That is no longer. He's Trump's advisor. He just got fired here about an hour ago. There was this hot-ass governor, Bob, from South Dakota, Kristi Noem. If you could pop her up there and put her on
Is he
screen.
who she was fucking?
Yes. And so look at her, dude.
She's smoking.
Yeah, she's the one that's been fucking her own constituents, by the way. I've brought this up several times over the past several months. But she's been using eminent domain in her state to take property away from private citizens and allow companies that donate to her campaigns to take it over.
That's the same chick?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, she's a real piece of shit.
Dude, she just got popped, man. So it turns out, because she ran on like family values and all that other bullshit. This is what we are, and this is what South Dakota is, and this is great. And she was super hot, and you're like, all right, cool, man. I guess I can get behind this. It's fine. You're married. Corey Lewandowski's married. Turns out they've been boning since 2019. So this has been like a years-long affair that nobody knew about. And apparently how they got outed was a journalist came in and said, hey, we know what's going on. Do you guys want to get ahead of this, or do you want us to drop the article? And they were forced to come out with it.
Not to be an asshole.
Oh, no. Don't do it, Bob. Don't you fucking do it today,
you
dirtbag. Let's go. I know what you're going to do, dude. Go ahead.
Hold on, let me zoom in so you don't see the kid.
Yeah, you can crop him out. Or just go to the left over there. There you go. That's good enough. Oh, is that his wife? Oh,
mistress?
No.
Mistress.
No.
Mistress. Wife.
Yeah, and that's usually not the case, by the way.
No.
Usually it is almost an iron law that the mistress is not hotter than the wife. You know what I mean? Because a guy who thinks he's entitled to a mistress wouldn't marry an uggo like that in the first place. Now, here's the real question. What she got dirt-wise on him that made him stay with her in the first place? Or did he marry into a family, or what happened here?
So that's a great
question. I don't know. Maybe there's a better picture, but that's not a good one.
It's not.
And her face is fucked up. She looks like the goddamn Riddler or something.
It's a long face. It's a horse face for sure.
Well, it's not just a horse face, but it's also pinched in the middle. All the features are like, it's like her mouth is a sarlacc pit with gravity, and it's dragging all of the fucking rest of the face into the middle.
It's pretty much spot on.
Oh, my God. Yeah, there's no better pictures of her. Show that to the audience.
What probably happened is Corey Lewandowski is maybe like a fucking nobody, and, you know, then he got famous, and and things, you know.
So behind the scenes, Bob, quietly, he's been famous for years, right? But I think it was Trump was the one that kind of elevated this guy out into the public landscape, and he was the guy behind the guy who was running campaigns and everything else. My assumption is he probably did some consulting for her, not only with helping with the campaign, but also boning wise. He consulted that pussy.
Yeah, he was consulting that ass. Which is now the position is probably open, it sounds like. Unless they're going to keep fucking. That's the real question. Is this going to break up their respective marriages, and they just going to start? I think that's the only option. This is my opinion, right? Yeah. This is what. Do you remember Mark Sanford?
Well, no, but we have Jeff Bezos. So this is the Bezos.
He's another one. Yeah. It's the only, in my opinion, the only way to gracefully handle this very ungraceful situation is to say, look, we're in love. We're gonna fucking leave these people and get together and then move on. And I think you can maintain your status to some degree. But
and Bezos was able to do that.
Yeah, but a woman in politics fucking another dude, that's not going to fly.
You know goddamn well.
In North Dakota?
That's just
South Dakota,
yeah.
Or South Dakota, I mean.
If they do that and it's like, oh, well, they were in love and it's a bad way to find each other, but they're in love and it's fine. This is just like, you assholes were at the office. It was late.
Yep.
You didn't feel like going home.
Yep.
You just got bent over a desk.
Yeah, and if you're...
Yeah, but is that any worse than like...
Not functionally.
It's like fucking midnight and nothing's open and you eat a fucking microwave burrito. Is this really worse than that?
Well, hang on. So, but if you look,
not that Kristi Noem is a microwave burrito. I mean, just that, like, you know,
she is. She is.
No, Kristi Noem's hot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She's just a piece of shit. Yeah.
The wife is a definitely a frozen burrito.
Bridge troll. Yeah. Well, I think what did Evan used to call them? Toilet sandwiches.
Yeah, like a toilet sandwich.
Yeah, the ugly girls that Jared used to fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just a toilet sandwich. That was just a sandwich sitting on a toilet where you walk in and you're like, oh.
You find it. You're like, you know what? Still a sandwich.
Yeah, still going to eat it.
You can't prove somebody peed on that. But I'm pretty sure we could prove somebody peed on her.
Yeah, my God, dude.
But she got stung by a jellyfish in the face, so it happens. That's why her face is all fucked up.
God, that's brutal. That's brutal. So it says here, they uncovered evidence of Lewandowski and Noem's fling, dozens of trips that mixed business with pleasure, private flights, and luxury resort stays. And that's kind of the fun part about this is when you get to fly around and do all this shit, you're like, you know what, man? Because I'll say this, Lewandowski and Noem are pretty good looking together. It's a great looking couple. And you could see them being together in real life. I bet you it was a blast for the last 5 years before they get caught.
Do you think they did anal?
Yes.
Probably, right?
Why not?
I mean...
They're adults. What I mean by that is that, like, they're not even in their 30s, right?
No.
Like, they're, like...
He's 49, she's 51.
Right.
So.
They're at the point where, like, either, like, you know what?
Let's experiment.
Yeah, let's just do whatever. Let's do what I won't do with my husband or your wife won't do with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was the point that De Niro made in the first, whatever that stupid movie about the psychologist. What was it?
Analyze This?
Analyze This, yeah. He was banging that fucking prostitute upstairs at fucking homeboy's house. He goes, what are you doing? That's not your wife. And he goes, I do things to this woman's that I could never do to my wife. She kisses my kids at night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's appropriate.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if a woman's going to be kissing your children and tucking them in at night, I don't think it's great that you have just fucked her throat and now she can't speak.
Sure.
I agree.
Right. Look, and maybe you can just abstain from that until the kids are older.
She starts speaking like RFK Jr.
Not everybody's that strong, yeah.
I think so.
That one got you, Bob.
Got me. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you need to replace the shower jack with just a prostitute. You know what I mean?
dude.
Just like your business jack in the morning or at night or whatever. Like you need to replace the business jack with the business hooker.
But the other part of this, too, is looking at their ages, right? 51 and 49. And the thing is getting famous this late in life, because both of them only got famous, let's say, maybe 8 years ago, 7-ish for Corey Lewandowski, somewhere in there. And then they start paying for all these trips. You start to get to fly private for the first time in your life. You start to get to go to the nice hotels for the first time in your life. You get to expense all these nice dinners. It's almost like you're on The Bachelor, where you're just living this dream life, where you're just boning hot people, and you're like, man, isn't this amazing? We get to do this in this life. Wouldn't it be awesome if I had somebody to share this with?
Plus, you're like, maybe, I don't know how pessimistic these people are, or whatever, nihilistic even maybe, but like, they might even be, if they're optimists, if they're like, what do you call it, dreamers or whatever.
Yeah.
They might also be a little bit in their head like, we're trying to save America.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
People like that always moralize their fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Some way or another. Like, this is what we got to do, man. This is, you know, it sucks for me. I feel bad about it, but I got to get past feeling bad about it. But I don't care. This wouldn't affect, if they were both running for one office or another, this would not affect me voting or not voting for them in any way.
Me neither. I think it's more hilarious. And also, I want to picture two good-looking people boning like this, so it's totally fucking fine.
I mean, treat it like the, you know, like the English court. If you show up, or more, I guess, pre-Catholicism or pre-COE, the first century Roman court, right? Where it's like you show up with a wife that's a little too hot, and one of the nobility is going to be like, hey, I need you to divorce your wife because she's mine now. As a matter of fact, Augustus Caesar did that. Not kidding.
But with this here's the beauty of this story, too, is in 2021, there was a newspaper.
Livia. Yeah, Livia. He married Livia. She was married already to some other dude. And he was like, hey, you're from a good family. Your husband's from a good family. You're going to divorce him and marry me.
Yeah.
In the end.
And that was it.
And that's just how it worked out.
That's how it works out. But the beauty of the story is in 2021, there was a news article that accused them of having an affair. And then she came out publicly and said, this is total garbage and a disgusting lie at the time, and got away with it. So her flatly denying it and them not having, I guess, all the proof at that time allowed this affair to go on for 2 more fucking years here. And I believe Trump had to issue a statement saying, hey, dude, we got to get the fuck out of here. Oh, shit. They've got pictures on the Daily Mail of the two of them together. I'm looking at it, Bob.
Why is
of Lewandowski and this woman. This is a perfectly great-looking couple that should have gone on and been president of the United States.
I don't know why you keep saying Lewandowski and this woman. She's way more famous than he is.
No.
Oh, yeah.
He was almost he could have been the VP pick.
He not in any world would he have ever been a VP pick. Nobody knows who he is except for when he gets in trouble.
He wasn't going to be a VP pick, but I do think he is more famous because, or at least was for a little bit, because he was on CNN, if you remember.
He was.
He was one of Trump's original mouthpieces.
Yep.
And he was a fucking, like, Scaramucci kind of gets all the love for being like, going after people and stuff like that. But Lewandowski was a fucking mouth.
He was the dude, yeah.
Do you remember how many days Scaramucci worked for the Trump?
Like fucking 12,
4?
Right?
It was 11.
Yeah.
It was 11 days.
Yeah,
okay.
but he was like, it's like, oh, he yells at people and stuff. Lewandowski was that way too. And then he was on CNN and, like, he made a mark. He made a mark on CNN. They fired him pretty quick because he was just, he just steamrolled everybody.
He's very smart. But pop up this pic here. Doesn't that look like royalty? Like if that was the president of the United States, just looks-wise, by the way. I don't know anything really much about them politically, to be honest with you. But if you're going off of straight looks, that looks like a presidential family right there.
He's too short.
I don't think so. I think she's tall. She's wearing heels in this, and she's pretty tall anyways. How tall is Noem? How tall is Kristi Noem here? Let's get a height on this. I'm going to guess 5'9". Survey says
5'7". Yeah, 5'7".
5'7".
With the heels.
Put the picture back up.
He's 5'9" then.
Put the well, those are 3 or 4 inches.
Yeah, I think he's probably kissing 6. And
no, he's not. No, they're the same height.
What's he listed at? What's he listed at?
Those are 2-inch heels, actually. They're recessed, if you see in the bottom there. So that's 5'9". He's 5'10", 5'9", 5'10". I don't trust anybody. in politics that's that short. Bernie Sanders that short. Jerry Nadler's that short. Fuck those people.
Yeah.
Tall people. That's who you can trust. Lurch.
Fetterman?
No. Like the actual Lurch. No, Fetterman is a clown.
How tall is Lewandowski? What's he listing in at?
I am not seeing it, but I'm guessing 5'9", 5'10".
I guess we're
Type it in. Type
Where-
in
I
his
did.
height.
I couldn't find it.
Where's this sex tape? The one we actually
Exactly.
want to see.
I know, right?
Not to, no offense, that couple from yesterday or from
She's
Thursday,
so
they were hot.
Yeah, she's
but
hot.
not famous.
You
You know what I mean? Like these
Yeah.
are people who have been famous for years
That's
now.
true,
I want to
yeah.
watch them fuck.
I want to watch them bone as well. I want to watch them bone.
I was talking on some thread the other day about cops throwing a beat down on these people, and then charging them with something after. I think it should be one or the other. Like if you're drunk and disorderly and you won't like leave an area, if you're trying to get into a bar and they're trying to kick you out because you're being annoying, the cops can either charge you with something or give you a beat down, but not both.
Right.
Like if it gets to the point where you have to get a beat down, they just got to take you home. That's what I think, right?
Yeah.
In these situations where there's some kind of affair, in the same way that British royalty used to have to, anytime there was an arranged marriage, to make sure that it was actually consummated, people would be in the room to witness the first time they bang. I think we should get to watch these people fuck.
I agree.
I think that's the only thing that will give us justice at this point.
I think so. And this story gets juicier, by the way. So last Friday, this is a week ago as of today, Lewandowski got off a private jet with Trump and their entourage here, and Kristi Noem was first in line to greet the former president's party, and they were careful to have no public interaction. And at this point, they're saying a week ago Friday, the two had already been made aware of a pending story about their relationship. So they fucking knew, and she still showed up for this, and he agreed to it? That's crazy to me right there. Like, what the fuck? Like, this story is going to break, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to show up anyways. I think you might be right. I think these two might end up together.
Oh yeah, I really do think so. And or maybe he's just trying to throw it in her one more time before it all crumbles, because now they're not going to be able to see him in public again.
You're right. Oh, yeah.
Like, so if they, how it is, the paparazzi will be all over this now. Mm-hmm. They'll be hiding out that's probably how they caught him in the first place, hiding out in bushes at a fucking hotel, probably looking for somebody else and say, hey, isn't that fucking Kristi Noem and Corey Lewandowski?
Yeah.
Why are they both here at the same hotel right now? And then one thing leads to another. They probably didn't even get caught. They probably were only in the same place at the same time too many times. But that's enough, right? I think he's just trying to throw it in her one more time. Or this is the time where they're going to do anal. He's like, look, I've been cramming it in your sludge hole for a while now. I need to get in that back door right before this all crumbles. It's a theory.
It is. And I just heard the news today. They're calling her glamorous in this article. I agree. Way to go, Daily Mail. So they said she served 4 terms in the House of Representatives, and then won the governorship in 2018. And that's when she started promising to uphold the wholesome family values that South Dakotans have long embraced.
She didn't say which family values.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Maybe it was Henry VIII's family values.
It could be. But she's been a staunch defender of traditional marriage. And she defined it, this is the best. When people just go out of the way and say this, she defined it as a special God-given union between one man and one woman. And that was particularly important to her, she said. And that's the foundation of her beliefs right there, D'Anthony, is that it's just one man and one woman, except in her case, obviously, it's 2 men. And then another woman who is also boning the man that you're boning, so that's 4 people total.
It's fine to have 2 dicks in a marriage, as long as there's a vagina betwixt them.
It's true, and there is.
I actually authored in the same way that, I'm not going to bring the Nazis into it, but I actually authored the 20-40 rule. You guys familiar with this?
No,
I'm not.
It's if you're in a devil's 3-way. Or an orgy, right? Like it could be more. If there's more than one dick present, then as long as 20% of one of your balls or 40% of your entire sack doesn't make contact with the other dude, then it's not gay. And here's why. I'm just being understanding because there's a good chance that your dicks are gonna fucking pop into each other and shit.
Exactly.
And that kind of thing happens.
It does.
Even outside of the sexual act, it happens from time to time.
But the ball sack is where you draw the line.
It is,
because it's got to be 20 to 40% of the ball
if
sack.
the ball sack is touching, you're too close to the man.
Okay.
Like you're not stretching. Your dick is going out. Your balls are just hanging there between your legs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you're too close to that man, which you're clearly too close if your balls sacks are touching each other, that's why I wrote the rule that way.
And if you guys at home have any pics of yourselves in a devil's threesome there, and you want to send those to D'Anthony, kind of like Top Gun when they were inverted over each other, and let him be the judge of whether or not you're gay or not. He'll be happy to do that for you. And that'll be great. But piling through these pictures here, I don't blame him. I haven't seen her husband, though. Pull up Kristi Noem's husband. Let's get one little peek sees at this fella.
He just looks like a dude, regular dude.
Regular dude?
Oh, we brought him up before because we were like, oh,
he's not a bad-looking guy.
He's actually better looking than Lewandowski.
Oh, my God. Is this the same person we
Yeah.
brought up? Shit. He is better looking than Lewandowski. Fuck, this guy's got to be so pissed off. Is he wearing a Drinkin' Bros shirt?
These are my homeboys.
We used to have a shirt that looks very similar to that. Fucking A, dude. God damn. That's got to be disappointing for this guy. Holy shit. We just brought that guy up on the show. What was it, 2 months ago, Bum?
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, this dude's straight up better looking than Lewandowski.
He sure is. Look at this guy. What did he kill there? Is that an elk?
Yeah, maybe.
I can't. That's the picture doesn't go down any further.
No, but
Caribou
those
or some
antlers
shit.
are
There's a
fucking
bow.
huge. There's
There's
a
a
bow.
bow.
He's a bow hunter?
Well, it's South Dakota, man.
I know,
Like,
but
that's just a guy in South Dakota.
But you know Lewandowski doesn't bow. He doesn't fucking bow out like
He's
that.
I don't know where
soft
he's
hand
from.
City.
Where's Corey Lewandowski from?
I just looked it up.
He's a
From
soft-hander.
Massachusetts. He went to like Catholic school. Little bitch.
Soft hands, dude. He doesn't bow up like this guy. God damn, dude. If that guy can get cheated on, shit. What does he do in real life? Because that's going to be part of the power play too, right?
How do you know he's not into it? I mean, we haven't heard from
Right.
this guy.
You think they have an agreement?
Not an
Like
agreement.
John Krasinski and Emily Blunt?
I think maybe he likes it. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
You know what they say? If you love something, set it free, and if it comes back to you, it really belongs to you. And you know,
So he is a businessman, a rancher, and an insurer. So I think rancher is probably fake.
Yeah.
rancher means they bought a couple of cows
Yep.
for tax purposes.
I just watched that Kelsey doc last night after the Eagles game, and that's exactly what he did.
Speaking of that, he's back
Yeah.
Sunday.
Is he really?
So I'm gonna have to change my fucking bet now.
Okay. Same here. I'm going to have to change my bet too. This
not,
won't
like-
air till Sunday, but whatever. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We'll have to put it out on the thing because I took Jacks plus 3.5, and now I don't even hold on. Let me see what the line is now.
It probably moved.
It's got to be changed. Hang on.
We'll look that up. And while you're looking that up, Bob, we're going to keep it fun and flirty in the house today.
No, it's the same.
Is it really?
How is that fucking possible?
Not sure.
The line doesn't. Travis Kelce comes back and the line doesn't move. That's not possible.
It's weird.
I'm going to bet this now.
Should. MyBookie.com, promo code Drinkin' Bros doubles that first deposit up $2,000. We're going to keep this in the family today, Bob. I want you to bring up Lauren Boebert's brand new titties. She just got thrown out of a play, and it wasn't like a Broadway play. It was in her home state.
Well, it was just traveling Broadway show.
Right, but in Colorado, for Christ's sakes. Like, you're not New York. You know, you're not living by New York standards at that point. You're in Colorado. Did you see the brand new titties on Boebert, dude? Holy shit.
I saw a grainy photo from top down, so they're going to look. Yeah, this is the one.
She could barely keep these goddamn things in. Look at those new bolt-ons.
Are those new or is it
Let's
just a
go,
push-up bra?
Boebert. These are brand new, dude.
It might just be a push-up bra.
Nope. These sure aren't. So as she's walking out, because I watched the video and I watched it in slow-mo, only for our listeners, only for the show here. It was pure research at that point. But they were popping out, and she had to keep adjusting them in. So she's not used to these titties yet, and she clearly didn't buy like a new dress to hold these things or cage them in. And she's having problems with her new bolt-ons. But I love all of it. And apparently, she was vaping throughout the entire show. Somebody asked her to stop. The guy came up to her and one of the ushers, and
She said she wasn't vaping, and then you look at the video, and she was definitely vaping.
she was vaping. She was hardcore vaping.
But I don't know why it's even illegal.
It's more of just out of being polite.
Fuck politeness.
In public, you know?
No.
Look, I think you should
don't
smoke inside.
Yeah, I agree.
I think you should cigs inside. I think you should be ripping darts all day, especially at a Broadway
Well, did you
play.
Did you see Bryce Elder for the Braves the other day
No.
in the locker room? Oh yeah.
Ripping darts?
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Ripping darts. So Bryce Elder, who's 23 or some shit, by the way. I think is he 23 or 24? He might be 24. Starting pitcher for the Braves, was in the Cy Young hunt for a while. He'll probably win one in his career. They clinched the title in Philly the other day. Philly was very magnanimous about the entire situation. They were booing Ronald Acuna for some reason, which is beyond my understanding, to be honest, because
He's a bad guy.
he's like one of the best dudes in all of baseball, and he did like a fucking flapping motion when he was rounding the bases after he hit a home run. I don't know if you remember last year, but some dude threw a bat as hard as he could into the ground after hitting a home run for you guys. So fuck you. Fuck the Phillies.
Yeah.
They're probably going to beat us at the playoffs. But
Oh, don't say that. God damn it.
that's just the.
I haven't seen us win a title since 95.
I mean,
don't
Strider
say that's
lit
it.
him up the other day. Actually, we lit him up in that series, although the bullpen didn't look great. But anyways, yeah, he's Bryce Elder's ripping dart. He's got the goggles on, there's champagne everywhere, and he's over in the corner just fucking smoking.
You got a picture of this, Bob?
I got a vid.
Yeah, let's see it, dude. God damn it,
at
I
that.
missed this shit. Ripping fucking
Big
darts,
fan.
bro.
That's
And his
university.
buddies over there like videoing him and laughing that he's smoking.
That's so great. That's the way it used to
Then
be.
he flicks it out the window, flicks the ash off, and throws the butt in the fucking trash.
Fuck
can.
yeah,
Like a
dude.
goddamn man. We used to be a proper country. We
sure did.
You know, the fucking prime minister of England is trying to ban bulldog or pit bulls, like the American style pit bull, the one that people are afraid of. And by the way, there are more bite attacks from Labrador retrievers every year than pit bulls. Just saying. But anyways, he's trying to ban them. Meanwhile, all of Europe is getting overrun by African migrants right now. Did you see that one in Italy the other day?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
So there's an island off the coast of Italy that has 6,000 residents. 8,000 all male African migrants just showed up on fucking boats.
Yeah.
And the Red Cross set up tents and started treating them. Treating them for what?
I don't know.
Like dehydration from sailing from their shithole country? You know what I mean? Like maybe focus on stuff that matters and not dogs.
You know who's getting super pissed off about it over there in Italy? Is George Clooney.
Italians?
Italians, obviously. But so Clooney, you know, he's got that house on Lake Como.
Yeah, Como.
And
Yeah.
I guess they've all been there as well, and they're lined up in the streets.
My neighbor's got a place over there.
Oh, no shit?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, dude, do you want to walk around in the richest part of the country?
Or anywhere. Look, people have been trying over the past some years to call European countries and Japan especially xenophobic, racist, whatever, for trying to preserve their own culture. Like, are we not allowed to be Italians? We're not allowed to be Italians and have Italian people in Italy. That's what we want.
I agree.
What the fuck? We're not allowed to do that? It's our goddamn country. It's existed for since what, the 8th century, I think? Is that right?
Well, no, Italy wasn't unified until the
10th
19th
century?
No, the 19th century. Under Garibaldi.
Well, let's call it Rome then, Bob.
I'm just saying,
Romulus settled
Bob,
there.
let's call it Rome, all right?
Romulus settled there in the
Fuck!
8th century, right? Or was it the 9th? I don't remember. At any rate, these are like ancient cultures. And it's like, no, you can't do that anymore because some governments past invaded Africa or whatever. Like, Italy's not doing a whole lot of invading these days.
Nobody is.
Well,
Except
America.
Well,
America does quite a bit of it.
I guess Russia, but that's about it.
Just
right?
the 3 countries. Like America invades 3 countries a week.
Yeah. But just out of curiosity, what is the government doing about it? What do they say? Because I don't follow.
Of England?
No, of Italy.
Oh,
Are they pissed off about
To be
it,
honest,
or?
I don't know. The government's super corrupt, but they're also not really great at generating revenue. The people there don't like working, I don't think either.
Yeah, because I think you retire at like 50 over there, right?
They reduced it to like 58 or 62 or something. I don't remember.
Okay.
Whatever it was, they reduced it a couple years. But yeah, a bigger problem for Italy over the past 20 years has been Chinese conglomerates buying up like family vineyards and things, the same way they're doing with real estate here. So in the northern part of the country, there's a lot of the old school vineyards that are owned by China now.
When did they start buying them?
When?
Yeah.
That I don't know.
Because you remember, I forget when it happened, but it wasn't that long ago. China like fucking just cut off trade with Australia, right? They were pissed off about something. Maybe it was the submarine thing. I can't remember what.
Well, that was just last year,
yeah,
right?
So it was a little bit before that, maybe, but it wasn't much before that. It was over some defense. Oh no, Australia said some shit about blaming them for COVID, and they got upset about it. And that was a big deal in China because they get most of their wine from Australia.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I'm wondering if they're buying up vineyards because they got to replace the wine.
It could be, Bob. Look, I understand it, dude. If you fuck with my wife's wine,
but this started.
It's on.
This started years ago. This started like in the middle 2010s, I believe. In earnest, it could have started before that. You know, China's been up to stuff for a while now. But yeah, that's possible. Look, it's possible. It's possible, so, but it's a fucked up situation.
So what they're saying is Italy does have an anti-immigrant policy here, and they're super pissed off, and they're trying to figure out what to do here.
I think it was Gigi that sent me this. Hang on, let me
send them. And I'm looking at the article now. So send them not my fucking problem. Is there any place in the world that we can go now where anybody just believes in their own country and they just want to lock it up and be like, hey, we're not taking any of your fucking bullshit people here?
Well, here's what...
that's what I'd love to do here.
What I was told was something to the effect of like... or I've been in an argument on puberty all day today. I actually haven't been participating. I just started the argument.
Okay.
Which is what I like to do.
Yeah.
But they posted about this dude, Rishi Sunak, who is their prime minister, which is, I mean, the fact that that's their prime minister is weird enough, but...
I actually think it's really funny that the two most powerful Anglo countries in the world are run by an Indian and an Irish guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a deep historic irony.
It's very bizarre, yeah. But yeah, like they posted this things like homeboy says he will ban American bully XL dogs as they are, quote, a danger to our communities, which is not really true. But I just said, what about all the migrants overrunning Europe? And 600 people have liked it so far. And it's there's 150 replies. About 60 to 70% are people like, you're a fucking racist. And then there's actual English people like, yeah, we would like to like be safe and stuff.
Yeah.
So that would be cool. Like if you're gonna try to pass this off as some kind of fucking humanitarian thing, you may want to take the time and make it humane and not just have fucking crazed people fucking up our country.
Right. And I like the news on this. So I'm on ABC News here, Bob, for this Italy and this migrant story. They always lead with like 3 kids who are like, they pick the cutest kids out. And they're like, oh, well, these are the migrants who are overrunning the country. Because it says 257 of them are minors. And then they're showing these children first, like these cute, little kids.
We'll look at the video.
And then it's like, well, let's show the other 6,000.
I'm about to show you.
Okay.
You're about to see a
I haven't
video
seen the
of
video
exactly what the fuck's going on. Bob, go to Instagrams.
The old Instagrams.
Instagrams. By the way, Thick Dukes is on its way.
There it is.
I'm having some samples sent right now.
Stool samples?
No, it's fiber.
Okay.
Bob?
Okay.
Yeah, Instagram what? Just I'll type it in.
It is... I'm going to spell the name of the person for you. It's EMBER, Ember, but with an E. Or, yeah, that's right. Ember with an E. KAYJ. That's the name. And it's like the second row on the right.
Yeah, let's see this video. And how did you follow this video? Or did somebody send it to you?
Sent it to me.
Okay, gotcha.
A friend of mine, Jane, actually sent it to me.
Gotcha. How many followers does Homegirl have?
This is a dude, I think. Or maybe it's a girl. I don't fucking know. Doesn't matter. That's not relevant. This is just a place that posted it. But
okay.
Here's the caption. This is Lampedusa. It was a quaint Italian island with about 6,000 residents.
Shit.
8,000 invaders from Africa stormed the island on a single day this week. One day. Where's the mafia when you need them?
Holy fucking shit,
Yeah.
dude.
This is, so look around there. How many kids and women do you see? There are zero. This is all dudes.
Yeah.
It's nothing but fucking adult men. 8,000 on an island that only has 6,000 residents.
You need some frat bros to be
dude.
like, who do you know here?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Send them or like fucking check somebody's ID somewhere. Right.
Fuck. How do they get on the island without nobody noticing? I guess?
Boats. I mean, who's going to stop them? There's 6,000 people there. It's not like it's a militarized island or something. Have you been to the?
Oh, you're right.
Have you been to the European islands before?
No. Yeah, you're right. So
like Greece.
they're
or
not loaded
like
up with like cannons. And
I'm
shit.
telling you, like, go to the Baltic. You can just fucking walk up onto somebody's house. It's not very secure there.
God damn, dude. So what are they going to do with these fuckers?
They're going to fucking feed them, and they're going to become the new Italians, I guess.
Wow.
I don't fucking know. What do you do?
I don't know I mean, if you try to make them get back on like a ship, right? Let's say you took an old rusty Carnival cruise ship and you try to make them get back on a ship and try to send them back. I would imagine there would be some form of revolt at that point. Would Italy send their own military over this island to help out? I mean, one would think, right? They fucking own it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what. So Italy's part of the EU, and the EU has essentially an open border policy. You don't that's why the EU is so nefarious. Like they have control over your border.
Show this video, Bob. What's the end of this? It's just
Probably
people fucking
Russian for supplies. I would
God damn,
Oh, those are all the
dude.
women and children.
That's right. Look at them. Yep.
Nope, it's all
They're all
dudes.
beating the shit out of each other.
It's all fucking like adult men. And
God damn
what I was in these arguments I haven't actually responded to any of the comments. There's 150 plus comments on
which
that
makes
one.
people even angrier.
Well, they're fighting amongst each other about stuff. But one of the things I've seen a lot is, oh, they're in a war-torn country, blah, blah, blah. What are they supposed to do? Fight and win, and then you get to keep your land.
Yep.
The same thing I would have told to the fucking Native Americans.
Yeah, the same
Fight
thing.
harder, win your land, then we'll fuck up. We'll have to fuck off.
Same thing we did with Britain back
Yeah.
in the day. That was the rules.
And the same thing that's happening to us right now.
Yeah.
Like Mexicans are fucking taking over.
Yeah.
But I don't mind it. I don't mind Mexicans.
I don't either.
Venezuelans and Guatemalans and all the gang and bullshit. I'm not thrilled
I don't like
with
the
that.
ones that look like Apocalypto. I'll be honest with you there. I don't want to see any uggos here.
They're all hardworking. I'd rather them earn promotion, and we should start relegating citizens
Yeah.
who don't contribute.
a relegation.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, if you have too many tweets about capitalism in a month, it's just a lot of use a lot of points. I guess
Yeah.
that's just a social credit system, but you know.
I'd go by age too. Like if you're too old, we don't need your fucking old body over here rolling around. There's a lot of parameters
We
here
used
we
to
could put.
respect the old.
Hey, people retire to Mexico anyway.
I agree, and that's the thing is you should retire there and then contribute something. So like there's countries that if we go to and try to get dual citizenship, they require like $250,000. And I understand that, and I'm fine with it, where it's like, hey dude, we have a rad country over here. If you want to retire here, at least contribute something to this society, and you're gonna give $250,000, and it's a nice thing. Instead of just invading a fucking island like this and overrunning it. What about the people who live there? Is this a nice island in real life? One would imagine, right? It's
You
Italy.
would fucking think so.
Yeah. I don't know much about this island. It's the first time I'm hearing about it. It says it's just off of Sicily, so I'd imagine it's beautiful, right?
So
you get a picture of this thing,
We'll
Bob?
read some of the fact sheet about this place. Lampedusa is one of the Pelagie Islands in the Mediterranean Sea, southern Italy. It's known for its beaches, including the Spaggia de Conigli, maybe, with shallow waters and colorful marine life. It faces the area marina.
Look at that.
Proto some words.
That's
On the
beautiful.
south coast, and is an egg laying site for marine turtles. So now the turtles are getting fucked over.
Yeah.
We banned plastic straws for nothing, folks.
Mm-hmm. And those turtles are probably going to get raped at some point.
Well,
I would imagine.
it'll be their fault for what they're wearing.
Yeah, the shells are really sexy.
Yeah.
The pictures you're posting are beautiful, Bob. Let's
There's
see
also
the fucking-
dolphins down
so
there.
actually, man, this is south of Sicily is doing some work. I am surprised this even belongs to Italy.
What is it? What's it called there?
This is Lampedusa, but I mean, it is.
Oh,
really,
that's where you're circling? Holy shit. Okay.
And that's Malta right there.
This is Malta all the way over here.
Wow.
Go out, yeah. So I mean, I'm surprised that this is considered is this, I wonder, part
Well,
of
I mean,
Europe?
what's Africa going to take it? They don't.
Yeah,
control,
what do you do there?
They don't
Yeah.
control anything over there.
They don't
would
do
actually-
dick over there.
That might be something to think about. Just sell the whole place to Africa.
Or bomb it. What if you nuke the whole fucking
Well,
thing?
there's 6,000 Italians.
Well, get them out of there.
But I wonder what is the like?
Nuke it.
What's the ethnic group that's actually on this island? Because it might be Italian or it might be something else.
My guess is there's a lot of Muslim heritage here.
Carthaginian.
Yeah, that
Wow.
too. Phoenician.
We're really going back in time now, huh?
Hey, man, they're the ones who fucking colonized it first.
That's true. What year did they even become a little country there?
I mean, it's been a landing place and a maritime base all the way back to the ancient Phoenicians. So Phoenicians, Greeks,
Shit.
Romans. The Phoenicians also colonized. They founded Carthage, which it became its own civilization eventually. And
Yeah.
like I said, it was sacked by the Saracens during the Arab-Byzantine Wars. So it was under Muslim control for a long time. Then eventually the Kingdom of Sicily took it, and then the Barbary pirates took it after that, which puts it back under Muslim control.
Got it.
Blah, 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 blah.
So
Okay, but
my
let's look
advice
at
is
the.
this.
I want to see the demographics of the people that actually live there.
And my advice is this: get the Italians out of there, and then just send a nuke over and nuke that whole goddamn place. Just call it a day, and then maybe start over. You know.
Geography.
If you put a nuke somewhere, Bob, how long until you could probably rebuild? What do you think?
Japan built pretty
uh,
quick.
They built pretty quick, right? And everybody was fine. Like there's no
Well,
like radiation shit later on
There's
down the
a lot
road.
of fucked up children.
Well, that's gonna happen. You're gonna break a
haven't-
few eggs.
I
there.
haven't found breakdown of race yet. I mean, it's 6,000 people, but
I don't see
it's a
race.
part of Italy, but geologically, it is a part of Africa. So politically, it's a part of Italy, but geologically, it's a part of the African continent.
Okay.
Technically,
So do we blame the people then for not bombing them in their fucking boats?
I mean, you can't tell them to go back to Africa. I guess.
Sure, you
True.
can.
Well, no, if
It just won't make
Africa-
any sense.
Yeah, it just won't make any sense. Holy shit, dude! What a wild story.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But it's so according to Wikipedia, which is where I get most of my information.
All of it for me.
This is the European territory that's closest to Libya, and it's become a prime transit point. This is since the early 2000s, a prime transit point for migrants from Africa. So I guess they land here first and then distribute throughout Europe.
All right.
So this has been going on for a while. By 2006, many African immigrants were paying people smugglers in Libya to help them get to Lampedusa by boat. On arrival, most were transferred by the Italian government to reception centers in mainland Italy. There's a book called The Strange Death of Europe.
Uh-huh.
You should all read it. It's Douglas Murray, a guy I've had on the show a couple times before.
Yeah.
He wrote some of the other books that are on my list as well. But I highly recommend you go check that one out because they're doing the same thing that America's doing. Europe and then later America in the 20th century ransacked the fuck out of Africa for years. And India, by the way. And now every country in Africa is a shithole. And it isn't just because of that. Like they can't get their shit together no matter who's in charge. And what fucking functional country is in Africa?
Yeah. So what?
Name one.
I can't. And that's the thing is
Yeah.
in the book, do they say why?
He taught. Well, it's the why is like there's some kind of like post-colonial guilt in Europe that they feel like, well, we fucked up Africa, so now we've got to, or maybe it's that the other solution would be to stop fucking Africa up, and Europe, nor the Americas, nor Russia, nor China are willing to do that because there's too much cobalt, there's too much lithium.
Yeah. And I know Africa has bitched for years about like Bill Gates and those guys going over there and saying, "Oh, we'll give you water to your community." When they're like, "Hey, dude, we have our own businesses that can do that. You're just going to suck the fucking money out of the businesses that would have done it here." So
There's only one way to do this. There's only one way to handle this, and that is to put cruise ships out off the coast of these islands, and on the cruise ships are people like me with machine guns and 50 caliber sniper rifles. And anytime any of those little dinghies come nearby, we Captain Phillips that bitch.
yeah, you blow it out of the fucking sky, dude. I like that. Blow it out
I'm
of the
sorry
line.
that your country's fucked up. I'm sorry that 1,000 years ago somebody took something from one of your ancestors and now you're upset about it.
That's more like 200 years ago.
Okay, I don't give a fuck if it was 30 years ago. It happened a long time ago.
Yeah.
And here's the deal. That sucks for you, I guess. Things could have gone better, certainly. but this is mine now, and I live here, and it is a life or death situation. If you come to live here, I can't live here. That is life or death. So one of us, if you're openly declaring war on me because of some shit that happened back in the day, which is your right to do, just know that I'm going to win this war.
Yeah.
Because I will kill you.
And I think if you did it maybe with pirate ships, right? So you could blast some cannons out, shoot some machine guns, and still have fun. That way you could have whores on the pirate ships.
Whatever ship it is, there's got to be whores.
Yeah. And then you have like a lighthouse, like Delco's got on his arm there, where somebody keeps an eye out, and then they come and wake you up. They're like, hey, Emperor Dan, I hate to wake you. We've got about 8,000 of these fuckers coming in for Africa. Would you mind taking your men down to the ship and your horse?
And then
blowing them away.
That's not at all how the conversation would even go. The conversation would be, hey, Mr. Dan, right?
Is it Mr.?
Oh yeah. Okay. Mr. Dan. You're not
Emperor?
No,
Okay.
no, just Mr.
Okay.
Like Mr. President.
Sure.
You're not going to believe this. Like, I know that you've been in a foul mood lately, but as it turns out, there's 8,000 immigrants that you get to murder. And me, not being one to get overly excited about anything, I just nod and smile. I'm like, all right, let me get dressed. And I'll see you down at the pier. That's how it would really go. It's not an imposition on me to go defend my own property.
I think if more people treated it as such, then you could start to enjoy this lifestyle.
That's right, yeah. That's why it's G.K. Chesterton said, Rome, men didn't love Rome because she was great. Rome was great because the men loved her. Right?
Yeah.
It's like the more you put in, the more you get out of society. And sometimes you got to put in bullets and then put them into people. Mm-hmm. And that's how that works.
Yeah, it's completely true. Because look, we all have that one place that we love that we're willing to protect and everything else. And somebody I called this morning for a business conversation, he picked up the phone and he goes, hey, shit, it's a Wilmington number. Are you from Wilmington? I was like, yeah, I love Wilmington. Eventually I'll go back and that's where I want to retire and blah, blah, blah. And he goes, God damn it, I love it too, man. I just, I hope everything stays on the thing and everything else. And I was like, I do too. Because if not, you end up blowing people away, right? And he goes, right? That's the way it should be. And I was like, yes. That is the way it should be.
Wait, blowing whom away? About for what?
Just if because some of these places they're trying to put up BlackRock and shit like that is trying to, especially in these like beach communities and everything else, they're trying to buy up old properties that were in people's families for years, and either they pass away and it goes to some shitbag kid or whatever. And then they line it with, 8 million apartment complexes or whatever the fuck it is, right? And then it turns into a hellhole, which is essentially what China wants to do with America, right? By buying up all this shit and then everybody's lifelong renters and nobody really gives a fuck or cares about what they own and because they don't own anything and all that other shit. Now,
well, that's why they want you to own nothing and be happy.
Exactly.
So they can do what the fuck they want.
Yes. And that was what the conversation was. It was like, oh, man, I hope it stays the same or keeps that charm and everything else. And I was like, yeah. And if not, it'd be great just to blow people away. But, God, that'd be great. I love that idea. And I love that for you. And I hope this happens for you one day. I hope you get to go to, what's the name of this place? Lufthansa?
I'll go there.
Lampedusa.
Lampedusa.
I'll go there, yeah.
I even like the name of it. Say that again, Bob.
Lampedusa.
Yeah, dude. That even sounds sweet. Like, what are you protecting today? Oh, Lampedusa. Show a picture of this beautiful place. Look at that, dude. If somebody gave you that, look at that ship in the middle. That could be fucking Dan in the middle of that with a goddamn AK just blowing people away.
I wouldn't use an AK.
What would you use?
Probably it's hard to say.
You have so many favorites.
I feel like a kid at Christmas right now. But probably like an HK version of a 240 Bravo.
Okay.
Like a 7.62 by 3.9 machine gun of some sort. That would be my primary weapon.
All right.
On a boat like this anyways. Or, I might have a Mark 19 that shoots 40 millimeter grenades as well.
Yeah.
Or
that would be a blast.
And if I used a Mark 19 and a 50 cal Browning M250, they sit onto the same M3 tripod mount, so that would be handy. That would be convenient.
It would, and me personally, I like to watch things explode. So like one kill shot to somebody, It really doesn't do it for me. I like the whole explosion of it, you know?
Well, that's why you have fast movers overhead.
Yeah. So, like, shit like that, like, God damn it, I'm into.
I don't think it's a good idea to be traveling around on a small boat with a bunch of live ordnance.
No? You think something could go awry?
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet it could. I bet it could. Who do we got back there, Bob? Who's in the studio today? Who do we got? You want to come up for Drinkin' Bro of the Week?
Got a Wyoming fan.
Shit, there's
Another
a bunch of them.
these?
God damn, dude. You guys have invaded Austin, and I don't mind it, by the way. I like Wyoming. It's beautiful, and you're all passionate fans. I actually took you guys, and I could be regretting this conversation before you get up here in a major, major way, because I did take Wyoming plus the points, and I know you're probably going to the game tomorrow. What do you got there, sir?
Lemon-flavored vodka.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Anybody who brings gifts, booze, or drugs, I automatically love. This is the Tarts Lemon Chronicle, a lemon-flavored vodka. Look at this thing. Let's go to that single, Delco. There you go. There you go. Look at this. I'm going to drink this live on air. Is that cool?
Go ahead.
It's fucking Friday. We always do this shit on Fridays.
And then there's 2 6-packs of beer from a local Wyoming brewery
All right.
in the fridge.
What kind of beer? What do we got?
One's a lager or whatever. It's like your
Yeah,
Bud Light
yeah.
or whatever.
Let's
And one's
go.
a
We're not saying Bud Light on this show,
well,
but
fuck Bud Light, but
Yeah.
it's a Bud Light basically.
come
I mean,
on,
it,
dude. We
it's
don't
what
do
you
that.
compare it to.
Name
a
it.
Coors Light.
There
It's
you
like a
go.
Coors Light.
It's easy. It's that easy.
Yeah. And then I forget what the other one's like. It's one's 307, the area code of Wyoming,
This is goddamn. This is good as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
and then the other's Bomber Mountain.
So we have a company here that I've always loved for years and years and years. I shot a movie here a very long time ago, and it was my first experience with Deep Eddy. So Deep Eddy's got a lemon version of this as well. That's very good, but this is very good, dude. God damn. This is 80 proof too?
Yeah, they get you fucked up.
Son of a bitch, man. This is one that I might have to take home and not tell anybody at the office, dude. This is really fucking good. So you're here for the game?
Oh yeah,
Hell yeah, dude. There was a bunch of people in yesterday. Did you know any of those guys?
probably.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Drinker Bros in here yesterday. Hilarious story about it. So if you were watching Fake News, you saw the guys that came up at the end of the show. One was starting to get super fucked up. Usually afterwards, like I'm sending invoices or kind of double checking social media posts or whatever the fuck it is for the company and everything else. I get outside the office. It's probably 45 minutes after the show. They're 15, 16 hard AF seltzers deep and just smashed, wasted, sitting in the parking lot, dude, just cheersing each other and everything. And I'm like, holy fucking shit, dude. They were going for it. They were all Wyoming fans. They all traveled to the game. I was very surprised that you guys had a fan base like this, but I'd love to see it, dude.
You guys should come out to a Wyoming game.
It's tomorrow night, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you saying no for, Delco?
Holloway
Who is
doesn't wanna
that?
go.
Holloway saying
That was
no.
Holloway. I would love to go to a Wyoming.
I think we're sending Lázaro Lopez there, actually. So, yeah, dude, it's the night game, right?
It looks beautiful.
Yeah, I know. Wyoming is beautiful. Our buddy Bert Koontz lives out there.
Nice.
Still not getting those goddamn boots from him, but hit him up. Yeah, hit up at Bert Koontz and say, where's the fucking boots for Ross? You know, he hit me up 2 months ago, Dan, and he said, hey, dude, I'm going to send you those boots. They're a size 12,
He
right?
didn't give a shit about the boots. He was asking where the school was.
He's a fucking loser, dude. He's a goddamn... Bert Koontz is a loser, dude. I'll say it on this show. He won't send me the boots. So cheers, man. Cheers to you guys. Big fan of the state of Wyoming.
Oh yeah.
The football team, I don't know much about this year, but 28.5 I did take. Did you guys beat Texas Tech?
Yeah, we beat Texas. I didn't think we were going to beat Texas Tech.
Me neither.
I
So-
don't remember. I only remember looking up the scoreboard at the end of the game and seeing we won. I might have gone a little too hard at the tailgate.
That's fine.
and then continued
cares?
to. Yeah, it was a blast.
Yeah, dude. I love
That
it.
I remember.
How's the stadium? How's the stadium there? Is it beautiful?
Old, not really. I mean, it's an old stadium.
Okay. Yeah, pull up a visual of Wyoming Stadium. I just want to get a visual of this goddamn thing. We've never been. We've never been for the show. We've been asked a couple times, and I'm like, hey, dude, unless you guys are ranked, we just don't do that. But it looks like it's fun. Yeah, pop up a pic there for the people. That's nice. Yeah, it's old school. Put the mountains in the background. Yeah, Bob.
That's all
Don't
they are. They're
fuck
taking all these
Wyoming,
pictures
dude.
from the wrong side. Man. I know
Don't
what to tell
fuck
you.
Wyoming like this. All right.
Wyoming's fucking itself. Nobody knows how to use a camera there.
Yeah. Let's.
Well, there's only like 5 people in Wyoming, so I mean,
That's it, right?
yeah.
And everybody who's there says don't move here because they love the
Exactly,
state so
yeah.
much. I know. It's
Everyone should
beautiful.
fuck off.
That's what I heard. What do we got there?
I mean, I think it's pretty gorgeous.
Wow, look at that, dude. Is that real? So when you kick a field goal, you're going right into the trees like that?
Yeah, on both sides.
Shit. We don't have anything like that.
Actually, those trees are gone. They renovated the stadium, and they put a training facility, new gym, and all of that in the background.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not bad. I mean, it's Wyoming.
It's Wyoming. I don't know if you need a training facility back there. I would prefer the trees, but whatever,
I mean,
man.
it's the highest college football stadium in the world.
Elevation-wise?
Elevation-wise.
Shit. Good luck playing there, friend.
722.
There you go.
72-22.
What's your name, by the way?
Spencer.
There you go. Who would you like to give Drinking Bro of the Week to?
My grandpa. He's getting his leg amputated like 2 weeks from now or something like that.
God damn, for real?
Yeah. I don't know what it's for. I just been told he's losing a leg.
What are you going to do with the leg?
I don't know. Give it to a homeless person?
No, don't do that. Let's bronze it, put it on set.
We should.
Would your grandfather let us do that?
Probably. If you give him enough Bush Light.
Bush Light is all we have to give him? I'm in.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it. Ask him, like, if a 30 rack will do it of Bush Light. If I can bronze the leg and put it on set.
He would do that for like a 12-pack.
All right. So ask him what he wants to do with it, and then we'll find out. Because Wyoming's got a bunch of taxidermy places and all kinds of shit. So, like,
for sure,
we could bronze that shit and pop it up on set. It'd be great. Yeah. That'd be the first grandfather's leg that's ever been donated to the show.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be awesome. Ask him.
He'd love it.
Ask him when he goes home. When you go home, yeah.
For sure.
And best of luck tomorrow night in the game.
Won't need it.
By the time, I know. By the way, if you put on my bookie, if you put $100 on Wyoming, it pays off at $2,000.
I might have to do that.
I did it just to do it.
Why not?
Nobody knows yet. I'm gonna post it tonight, but nobody knows.
It's $100.
I know.
Chump change.
Not chump change, but it's enough.
Close enough. Yeah.
I only bet to have fun with. Like, I'm not trying to fucking make a living or pay a mortgage off of it. It's only for funsies for me. So like, I threw a hundo on it because it pays off at $2,000, and I'm like, let's do it. I threw a bunch at Colorado actually.
CSU or the Buffs?
No. Dion, friend, Dion. Prime time. Let's go.
Fuck the Rams.
Exactly. Well, thanks for being here. We appreciate the booze. I'm going to take this with me today. And best of luck tomorrow night to the Wyoming Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah, goddamn right, dude. Sorry about Josh Allen this year.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. That guy can't get it together. I know he's your most famous alumni there, but fuck, dude. That sucks.
Yeah.
Because Wyoming's two people, right? It's him and Liz Cheney. Neither are great.
And I believe the guy who invented the jump shot was a graduate.
But if you can't name him,
I can't name him.
Me neither. If it was Naismith, sure. If he invented basketball, but the guy who invented the jump shot, Johnny Jump Shot.
Yeah, I believe so. Something like that.
We don't know him. Nobody ever will. We appreciate you tuning in, kids. If you're in Austin, just pop on in the studio, dude. Have some drinks with us. Come on up and give Drinking Bro the week out. We love to see you. Love to get booze, drugs, all the fun things that you guys bring us. We love you guys, man. Thanks for your support over the years. It means a lot to us. And if you're at home right now, you can support us by going to iTunes, rating the show a 5-star, and leaving a quick review. Also, head on over to Spotify. It's just a 5-star, and you can walk away. For D'Anthony Holloway, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Drinkin' Bros Podcast. Good night, everyone.